Good evening and happy July 4th. I'm Scoop Bias and welcome to the 2004 TFL Draft Lottery live from RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C. This promises to be one of the strangest TFL Draft Lotteries in history. Commissioner Scott Lacy has decided to shake things up this year. We will not be having any ping pong balls, computer-generated lists, or lotteries. Boy, did I love that.
You want to try it again? You can just pick it up from TFL Commissioner and edit it together.
Commissioner Scott Lacy has decided to shake things up this year. Instead of a random drawing, ping pong balls, or computer-rated.
You can just say computer program if you want.
Commissioner Scott Lacy has decided to shake things up this year. Instead of a random drawing, ping pong balls, or computer-generated list of lotteries passed, Lacy has decided to stage a race. A gerbil race. Here to explain more about the TFL's strange new
You were way back here when you started.
Here to explain more about the TFL's strange new lottery is Yelnick McWawa, who himself has a lot of experience with gerbils. Yelnick?
Scoop, it appears Lacy has completely lost his mind with this one. There are no questions that a few owners will be upset that their fortunes may well hinge on the performance of the 16 gerbils assembled here today. But when you're commissioner, your whims become fiat. And so we'll watch gerbils race the length of RFK Stadium today in the first ever Darwin's Cup. Each owner has been randomly assigned one of the 16 gerbils, with silks matching its own team colors. The prize, the first gerbil to cross the finish line, will earn its owner the coveted #1 pick in September's TFL draft.
Yes, Yelnick, it should be quite exciting. And the first controversy came this morning when former Commissioner Ken Sain complained that the Dutch Harbor gerbil appears to have been taking steroids. Dogs owner Casey Brogan, in a statement released this afternoon, strenuously denies the allegation.
Scoop, there's the call to the post, and here come the gerbils. First up is the Alaska Usyk. God, that's impossible. First up is the Alaska Usyk's gerbil wearing pink silks and the icon of a walrus penis. But Bingham still claims he's straight.
Yelnick, looked like there might be a problem. Bingham's gerbil has stopped in the middle of the runway. It appears he has stopped to discuss who was the leading free throw shooter on the 1987 Soldotna JV girls basketball team.
And that's not all, Scoop. Look behind the Usyk's gerbil. The Flint Bison gerbil has jumped the fence and appears to be servicing a pair of female gerbils in the front row. I'm sure Don Carlock would be horrified by this behavior.
Don't worry, Commissioner Lacy is trying to get control of the situation. He's whipping Bingham's gerbil with a twisty and spraying down Carlock's gerbil with pepper spray from a squirt gun. The gerbils are once again moving toward the starting gates, but it's taking a little slow. This might take a while.
Pick it up from the gerbils.
The gerbils are once again moving toward the starting gates, but they're moving really slow. Wait a minute.
Let's start. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Commissioner Lacy has grabbed a microphone. I think he's going to say something. What's going on here?
Attention, gerbils. If you're not in the gates in 10 seconds, I'm going to give the microphone to Ken Sain and let him talk politics. Repeat, I will let Ken Sain talk politics.
Wow, did you see that? I hope those gerbils save something for the race because all 16 of them absolutely sprinted to get in their gates.
Scoop, it looks like we're ready to race.
And they're off! Lackawanna gets a great jump out of the gate and takes an early lead with Baghdad right on his heels. Wait a second, the East Hartford gerbil has stopped and is pointing to something in the stands. It appears Chris Reedy's gerbil has spotted presidential candidate Ralph Nader. It's pawing frantically at its chest. Oh my, it just fell over. I don't know if it's dead or just unconscious, but I do know the East Hartford ex-Eskimos are going to finish last and get the number 16 pick.
Scoop, while that's been happening, we have quite a battle at the front of the pack. Baghdad has passed Lackawanna. Oh, but wait, the Arctic Gators have passed both of them.
Look at Narcoosee go! The nose apes in the purple and gray silks are making a move on the outside. The nose ape gerbil seems to be eagerly chasing the mechanical Slurpee.
Scoop, we've got 5 gerbils in the lead pack. The others have fallen way behind. The Alaska gerbil is sniffing around the motionless East Hartford gerbil, so the Usyks appear to have a lock on the number 15 pick.
And that's not all. The Flint gerbil further down the track isn't doing much better. It has once again jumped the fence and has disappeared under the south stands with a pair of sexy gerbil twins.
Scoop, it now seems we have a situation developing on the back stretch. Former TFO owner Jeff Houck has sprinted onto the track. He's pelting the Dugway gerbil with what appears to be fiddle faddle. The Dugway gerbil has stopped dead in his tracks, uncertain whether fiddle faddle is on the Atkins diet.
Meanwhile, the lead pack is entering the home stretch. It's Penobscops, Narcoosee, and Hogtown neck and neck and neck. Narcoosee makes a move. Hogtown's right behind. And oh my, this is going to be close. It's a photo finish.
The tension is unbearable. Scoop, the tension is unbearable.
Yelnick, the results of the photo finish are being flashed up on the scoreboard now. Listen to that crowd. And the number 1 pick in the TFL draft goes to Hogtown. Narcoosee picks up the number 2 pick, and Penobscot gets the 3rd. Yelnick, tell us how the rest of the field did.
Okay, I think we can use that from the first take. You want to do the last segment again?
There you have it. The Hogtown Halibut have captured the Darwin's Cup. For Yelnick McGraw, I'm Scoop Bias, wishing you a happy 4th of July. See you September 11th for the 15th annual TFL draft this year from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Good night.
I think that was much better than the first one. I think we got into the spirit of things.